Hello guys, welcome to the 11th part of this tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to create a way of saving our Pokemon using JSON. If you don't know what JSON or what classes are, I recommend you watching these two videos. Okay, so once you've watched that, let's get going. First of all, we're going to create two classes. One is called PlayerInfo and the other will be called PokemonInfo. Let's start with the PokemonInfo. Well, PokemonInfo contains a couple of variables. It contains type, level, cookies, experience, and expNeeded. These variables will define what kind of Pokemon it is and what level, etc. PokemonInfo also contains a constructor. In a constructor we say what type, level, how many cookies, and how many experience we got. We're also saying how much experience we need to level up using a simple linear formula. There are also two functions, addExperience and addCookies. Let's start with addExperience. In addExperience we are adding experience to our Pokemon, while we are also checking if we have enough experience to level up. If we have enough experience to level up, we'll calculate how much experience we are above the experience needed and set that to the current experience. And after that we'll just add another level. In the addCookies function, we're just simply adding a certain amount to the Pokemon's cookies. Okay, now that we are done with PokemonInfo, let's go ahead and start with PlayerInfo. PlayerInfo also has a couple of variables. It has a list of Pokemons, a name, a level, experience needed, and a variable called pstring. Just like PokemonInfo, PlayerInfo also has a constructor. In a constructor we say what our player's name, level, experience, and what amount of experience needed is. We've calculated the experience needed using another simple linear formula. PlayerInfo has four functions: prepare, unzip, add Pokemon, and get Pokemon by type. Let's start with prepare and unzip. These two functions are used to turn the Pokemon into JSON and also to retrieve them from JSON. In prepare, we are first setting our pstring to an empty string. After that, we will convert our list to an array and loop through every Pokemon. Whilst doing this, we are also converting the Pokemon to JSON and adding it to our pstring. In unzip, we are first splitting our pstring so we get an array of strings. Then we are setting our Pokemon to an empty list, and then we are looping through all the strings while also creating new Pokemon info from the string. Once created, we add them to our empty list. Now that we are done with prepare and unzip, we will first focus on get Pokemon by type and then proceed to add Pokemon. In get Pokemon by type, we are looking through our list of Pokemon to check if we have a Pokemon of the same type. If you don't, we will return null. In add Pokemon, we are creating a Pokemon with a given type, level, experience, and cookies. After that, we are checking if there's already a Pokemon with a type. If there is the Pokemon with a type, we simply add a new Pokemon to the list. If there is a Pokemon of the type, we will add the amount of cookies with that Pokemon, and if the new Pokemon's level is higher than our old one, we will increase the level to that of the new one. Okay, now that we've focused on both classes, let's start and focus on the real brains of saving our file. In save file we have a couple of variables: PlayerInfo, autosave, file, timer, and interval. Now in our start function we only have to focus on two things: file and PlayerInfo. We are changing our file to our persistent data path. This is the path to your APK directory. We are also creating a new PlayerInfo so that we can, for example, add Pokemons. In our update function, we are checking if autosave is true. If it's true, we are activating the function save to JSON based on our time interval. In the save to JSON function, we first activate a prepare function from our PlayerInfo. This way our PlayerInfo is prepared. If we would have not done this, our Pokemons would not get saved. After that, we are creating a JSON string from our PlayerInfo, and then we'll try to write our JSON string to our file. In the read from JSON function, we read all the text from the save file. Then we trim that text and we will set our player info using JSON utility from JSON. Once we have the new object, we will unzip it. This will make sure we have the Pokemons from the save file. And then for the last two functions, we have getJSON file location, which returns our file, and log, which just functions as a debug.log for mobile using canvas text. This was it for this tutorial. You can find the files from this tutorial in the description below. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also to like this video.